Confidence in oneself is characterized by faith in one's own skills, attributes, and decision-making. According to studies, confidence is incumbent for one's physical and mental health. Gaining a stronger sense of self-confidence has many positive effects on one's life, and here's how you can learn to do so. What does self-confidence mean? Self-confidence is your sense of trust in your capacity to take control over your life, or it can refer to specific scenarios. For instance, you could display self-confidence in one area but lack confidence in another. The definition of self-confidence. According to the American Psychological Association, self-confidence is a belief that one is capable of successfully meeting the demands of a task. You'll ultimately see success in your career and personal life if you have the appropriate level of self-confidence. Multiple studies have found that confident people tend to excel more in academics. Aside from that, your motivation to reach your objectives is also impacted by confidence. Athletes who are more motivated to practice the sports they're in have higher levels of self-confidence, as studies suggest. Moreover, the way you carry yourself around other people has something to do with your level of confidence. Differences between a confident person and an insecure one. When learning how to be more confident, it can be helpful to understand how someone with self-confidence is different from someone who's insecure. Here are just some of the differences between the two. Distinguishing a confident individual from someone who's insecure can help your journey in learning how to be confident yourself. Here are the major differences between the two. A confident person is happy when others see success, while the insecure one builds up envy. A confident person is open to other suggestions, while the insecure one takes it personally when someone challenges their views. Someone confident is usually an optimist, while those that are insecure are pessimists. Confident people are more willing to take risks, while insecure people tend to be passive and are discouraged by significant change. In addition, people with confidence also make decisions quicker, while someone insecure would find themselves not knowing what to do or what choice is better for them. Another flaw of someone with insecurity is that they act like they know too much to continue learning, while a confident man remains teachable and curious. Someone insecure usually makes excuses for their infractions, while someone confident will openly admit to committing them, making the confident one more willing to accept responsibility, while the insecure one tends to blame others. Don't worry if you identify more with someone insecure, as the confident one also used to have those negative attributes at one point. Luckily, these undesirable traits won't last if you decide to change them. Proven steps to become more confident. The good news is that your level of self-confidence may be improved in a number of different ways. The 9 steps that I'll be sharing with you will enhance your confidence, whether your lack of self-confidence is limited to a single area, or if you struggle with confidence in general. Your body and mind should be prioritized. When your body is abused, it's almost impossible to feel confident. Your body, mind, and spirit loves it when you make practicing self-care a habit. There are 4 practices which you can do to boost your self-esteem. 1 is to meditate. Meditation allows you to relax and enter a trance where you're left alone with your thoughts. This technique also prevents you from talking negatively about yourself. Getting enough sleep is just as important. Lack of sleep makes you more irritable and affects your emotions, while a good sleeping habit can boost your confidence and makes you feel better about yourself. Your diet is related to your level of self-confidence as well. Have you ever noticed that you're in a much better mood when you consume healthy dishes? This is because nutritious foods make your body stronger and healthier. And of course, working out doesn't hurt. Studies have already proven that working out does wonders for your self-confidence. A research published in 2016 found that participants who engaged in physical activities were more confident due to their more attractive bodies. Self-care should be of utmost importance in attempting to achieve self-confidence. Focus on your strengths. Your self-confidence skyrockets when you do things you already excel in. This in turn also makes you believe in yourself more and makes you more content with your situation. A study reported that believing in one's ability in making personal strength progress is associated with levels of life satisfaction. This can be done by enumerating your strengths and improving on them. Let's say you're good at basketball, or you're the best at doing a certain job at work. Why not practice the sport at least once a week, or do the task more consistently? Your strengths are correlated to your overall self-confidence. Comparing yourself to others won't help. There's a huge possibility that you compare your looks to people on Instagram and compare your salary to how much other people make. This behavior is natural, as stated by the social comparison theory. However, it is detrimental to your self-confidence. A study was conducted in 2018 and published in the journal Personality, and individual differences discovered a direct connection between the emotions of envy and how people feel about themselves. Basically, people feel more jealous when they compare themselves to others. The more envious they are, the worse they feel. Making comparisons does nothing to help your self-confidence. Remember what the successful always say: life isn't a competition. So whenever you feel jealous of someone, take note of your own fruitful endeavors and the things that you're good at. A gratitude journal will remind you of the blessings in your life. This allows you to focus on your own life as opposed to monitoring others. Talk positively of yourself. Your subconscious can be influenced by negative self-talk such as, you can't handle certain tasks because they're too hard, and that it's useless for you to even attempt them. Be more optimistic with your self-talk and see how easy it is to get rid of doubt and be more motivated to try new things. Your thoughts aren't as accurate as you think they are. Don't think that you're too unimportant to speak at a business meeting or too fat to begin a healthy lifestyle. Positive self-talk means doing the opposite. There are a few ways to have a more positive approach to things and improve your self-confidence, leaving the habit of negative self-talk. Instead of saying, "This is impossible," say, "I can do this," or "All I have to do is try." Change "I can't do anything right" to "I can do better next time," or "At least I learned something." Also, avoid using the word hate and instead use don't like. Hang out with positive people. What kind of friends do you have? Are they the type to uplift you or make you upset? Do they accept you wholeheartedly or judge you constantly? What you think and feel about yourself can be swayed by the people you hang around with. It won't be such a bad idea to cut off a friend who makes you feel bad about yourself. You want people who want to see you make it. Ideally, you want friends that are positive and encouraging. You can never go wrong with a positive attitude and self-confidence. Care more about yourself. Being kind to yourself after committing major mistakes is what compassion for oneself means. It leads you to the path of emotional flexibility and helps you overcome unwanted emotions, strengthening your connection with yourself and the people surrounding you. Self-compassion is linked to self-confidence, a 2015 study found. Understand that failing is a part of life. Be more compassionate to yourself when going through various experiences. Your goals should be realistic. You'll find yourself going through multiple failures in the pursuit of your goals. It'll make you wonder if you'll even see success, and make you more curious as to how you can be more confident in doing so. If you really want to make your goals achievable, make sure they're also realistic. Your confidence is compromised once you fail to reach those almost impossible goals, because they only become achievable when they're realistic. Your self-confidence increases the more goals you accomplish. Setting realistic goals is easy. On a piece of paper, write down everything you want to accomplish. Assess every item and ask yourself your chances of completing them. If a goal has little to zero chances of being completed, modify it and make it more realistic and achievable. Some goals may need more research than others. A healthy weight loss journey, for example, requires you to shed off 2 pounds per week. Things like this help you set a goal based on legitimate proof. Overcome your fears. Can't wait until you're confident enough to go on a date or ask your boss about that promotion you deserve? Why not try facing them? Fears related to your lack of confidence should be confronted. It doesn't matter if you think you'll make yourself look like a fool. You won't die if you try. Sometimes, however, even self-doubt can be beneficial. Examine one of your fears and look at them as just an experiment. Realize that feeling a bit uncomfortable or making some blunders isn't quite as horrible as you might have imagined it would be. As you continue to make progress, your belief in your abilities will keep on growing. This will help you weed out risks that have too many negative outcomes. Learn how to say no. Yes, your self-confidence is boosted when you do things you excel at, but it is equally as vital to be aware of the circumstances that might cause it to drop. Perhaps you find that engaging in a particular activity causes you to feel worse about yourself after each and every time you do it. It's completely fine to decline participation in activities that shatter your self-confidence. But avoiding uncomfortable endeavors isn't what you want, as personal development requires that you know what discomfort feels like. On the other hand, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being aware of your limits and remaining firm within them. You'll be able to experience a greater sense of mental security once you establish social and emotional boundaries. It also has the potential to make you feel like you have more control. A significant component of having self-confidence is the perception that you are in command of your own life. The establishment of boundaries contributes to this feeling of control. You could just politely decline the next time someone suggests that you get into something that will make your self-confidence suffer. However, it's not like you should perpetually try avoiding that certain activity. Build enough confidence and try it out without risking the self-confidence you've worked so hard to cultivate. Advantages of having self-confidence. It feels good when you know you can rely on your attributes. And so having self-confidence has countless benefits, both at home and at work, as well as in your relationships. Let's look at the benefits of learning to build confidence. One advantage is that you'll perform better in your duties. Spend your time making an effort to accomplish things instead of asking yourself if you're even good enough. At the end of the day, self-confidence will make you perform at high levels. Another is that you'll form healthier relationships. Not only does one's level of self-confidence influence how they feel about themselves, but it also makes it easier to love and understand other individuals. You'll also find it easier to leave a relationship that doesn't fulfill your demands. You'll also become more willing to experiment with new stuff. A strong self-belief propels you to get into things you've never done before. It could be applying to law school or applying for a job you know nothing about. In a way, you become more courageous and less passive. Lastly, you gain the characteristic of being resilient. Your self-belief does wonders for your resiliency and even gives you the ability to come back from an adverse obstacle. Acquiring the skills to boost your self-confidence can bring about a plethora of advantageous changes in one's life. Treat self-confidence as a shield from stress that also makes you feel better about yourself and your skill set. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you can watch more motivating and educational content that will help you succeed in the modern world we live in. Thank you and have a blessed day.